Hi everyone, welcome to class 2. Today we are going to be going through the superficial back fascia line. It starts from the back of the toe all the way underneath the foot, over the heel to the calves, hamstrings, glutes, lower back, thoracolumbar fascia, and then all the way into the neck, around the head and into the frontal bone here. We will go through a series of opening up through the feet and the head and then the rest of the body. So what we need for the class today is a band, a pillow, and a wall close by. Go and grab your things and I'll meet you on your mat. Start with the core, starting by activating through the superficial front line to allow for the release of the back line. So lie down on your back, tuck your tailbone in, pull belly button to spine, and then take the leg out in front of you. So right leg out, nice and straight, but keeping your lower back on the ground. And then slowly take the arms up overhead and just try and get your biceps to come close to your ears. Slowly bring that leg back in, flex the foot of the left leg and push it out straight, keeping your lower back down, keeping your whole core active here. Knee straight, heel pushing into the back of the room, arms reaching up into your ears, ribs pulling down towards your hips. Switch sides. Keep the core active. Start to feel shaking of your core. Move to the left. Push lower back down, belly button to spine, ribs to the hips. So we're not pulling in our belly button and lifting our ribs. Our ribs have to exhale down. And now take it one step further if you can. Take the right leg out. You can bend it if you need, take the left leg. This is option 2, keeping your lower back on the ground and your knees away from your core. Slowly take the right leg down, left leg down. Then lift the left leg, keep it bent, push lower back down, right leg comes up. Core engaged, arms overhead reaching up towards the ears, ribs towards the hips. Right leg down, left leg down. Now try and straighten it out, tuck the chin in, lift the head, and take the left leg out. Keep your core engaged. Remember, whichever option is easier for you, do that option. So even if you're just on the ground, taking the leg out, one leg at a time, keep doing that. And then if you're in this hollow position, keep your lower back down on the ground, keep your core engaged, and just allow this isometric contraction to activate your core. Slowly bring the right leg down, left leg down, hug the knees into the chest. And then place the feet onto the ground, hands behind the head, elbows in your periphery. So you don't want to be seeing your elbows come in, they're staying out to the side. And take your right elbow to your left knee. Hold it here. Keep activating into the core. Take it back to center. Keep the chest lifted and take it to the other side. Knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Lift back up and reach. Lift and reach. And take it one step further, switch, alternate with legs off of the floor. Kind of like a bicycle, but you're keeping your knees close to your body. Just slowly taking the leg out, but not straight. Keeping your lower back on the ground and your chin tucked into your chest. 4 more. 3, lift the chest. 2, 1. Hug the knees in. Feel that core active now. And then slowly come up into a seated position. Our pre-assessment will be forward fold. So it can either be standing or seated forward fold. A standing forward fold, you'll stand up tall, tuck the chin in, roll all the way down, keeping your hips over your ankles. So you don't want to have your hips going backwards. They're going forwards, all the weight onto your toes, tucking your chin in, and then trying to drop the hands down to touch the feet, rounding through your back, but also tilting the tailbone up towards the sky, keeping the chin tucked in. See how you feel here. This is option 1. Option 2, taking the pillow underneath your bum. If your hamstrings don't have good length, you can bend your knees, flex your toes, bring your chin into your chest, and try and touch your toes. Even if you can't, if you can just touch your shins, that's okay, or even your ankles, that's also okay. But tucking the chin in to get the sensation all the way from the front of the head all the way to the toes. If you want to take it a step further, straighten the legs, take the pillow away, and then try and pull belly button into your spine, bring your chin into your chest, and try and get hold of your feet here. And then one step further, trying to get the elbows to the floor and head to your knees, keeping your toes lifted but chin into your chest. So now we'll go into the class to try and open up the superficial back line. We will start in a seated position. We want to first open up into the toes and into the back of the head, just to open up the origin and insertion. So the first thing you're going to do is get your right foot and pull your toe towards your shin. Pull it down and relax. Just doing this motion. 2, 3, you may not feel anything. 4, 5, and hold it here. Hold it here. And then I want you to keep that position, bring the toes down and lift it up, just flexing through the ankle here, trying to get a big motion through the ankle. 3 more, 2 and 1. Switch sides. Taking a hold of your foot and trying to get your toes down towards your shin. And you move it. 3, 2, 1, and hold. Now take the foot down to touch the floor and lift it up. So bring the foot close to you. 1. Flex at the ankle. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax the foot, tuck the chin into your chest, all the way nice and deep. Feel the stretch at the back of the neck. And then take your right hand behind your head, left hand too, and push your chin into your chest as you drop the head down. Keep trying to feel this deep stretch or this deep sensation in the back of the neck. Feel the muscle fibers pull. Keep trying to bring your shoulders down towards the floor so they're not riding up into the head. they're pulling down. And then slowly lift the head back up. You've got to be very careful with that one. You've got to keep the chin into the chest. And now we're going to take it to the wall. So you're going to come against the wall and take your toes up against the wall, trying to get the heel as close to the wall as possible. And you're just going to move forward and back here, stretching through the calf and the soleus muscle. And then bring your chin to your chest. Take the right hand to your head and drop the chin down. Keep moving forward and back. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the head up, switch legs, taking the toes to the wall, and then doing the same thing, moving forward and back. Chin into the chest, really tucking it in as much as you can. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come up. Now we've activated into both ends of the fascia line. We'll be able to move a little bit deeper into the stretching. So come into a seated position. You can use your pillow underneath the bum. And take the band around your toes or your feet, the sole of your foot, and pull them close to you. Tuck your chin into your chest and roll down through the spine, all the way as far as you can go, and then roll it all the way back up. 1. Tuck the chin into the chest, roll down through the spine. Even if your knees are bent, that's okay. 2. Tuck chin, roll, and lift. 3. 2 more. And lift. Last one, roll as far as you can. Even deeper, pulling belly button to spine, feeling it in your lower back, your neck, your mid back, and the hamstrings, of course. Slowly raise it all the way back up. Lift the chin up into the sky just to relieve that deep sensation of the stretch. Let go of your band. Take the arms up into the sky. And take your hands to the back of the room, flexing or extending at the wrists. And then bringing the hands forward. And bring it back. Keep your toes active up towards the sky, trying to push your knees down into the ground, moving the hands forward and back. Two more. Last one. And reach forward. Tuck the chin into the chest as far as you can. If you can't touch your toes, just try and get it into your shins and tuck the chin in as far as you can, trying to get that rounded back. Don't usually teach the rounded back. We want to tilt the tailbone, but for this fascia line, we need to go through the lower back. Tuck in the chin. Keep trying to get the elbows down towards the floor. And then come back up, bringing the chin up into the sky just to relieve the stretch at the back of the neck. Take the band again around the feet and tuck the chin in, roll all the way down, leaning your body forward, and then come back up. 4 more. Roll and lift. Try and get deeper into each roll. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Come back up, take the band away, hands up overhead, and move the hands forward and back. trying to get the fingertips to touch towards the floor, and then all the way behind you. Really moving into the wrists here, keeping your toes flexed, and reach forward and try and hold it here, tucking the chin into the chest and dropping the head down. And then slowly come back up and move on to your downward facing dog. So you can move the pillow away and come into a downward facing dog. Hands underneath the knees, knees underneath the hips, tuck the back toes, and then bring the heels down to the floor. And then slowly bring the knees down again. So we're working through the ankles and the calves here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take the right foot in between the hands, back knee to the ground. Drop the knee over the toes and feel the sensation in the ankle here. You can bring the back leg a little bit more forward if you need to. But I want you to get into the toes and the ankle. So try get the heel to the ground and then roll forward to the toes. 1, 2, chin into the chest. 3, 4, and 5. Try and drop the heel down to the ground. Push it down as much as you can. Move from side to side to get into all the muscle fibers around your Achilles tendon here. 3 more. 2, and 1. Take it back. Coming into your downward dog, place the knees down. Feel the difference from side to side. 3, rolling over the toes, getting to the heels. 4, and 5. Bring that left leg through. Drop the right knee a little bit closer towards the left leg and lean forward here. Move over that left foot, knee over the toes. And we're moving from side to side to stretch through your Achilles tendon here. Trying to open it up first. And then move over into the toes. So rolling over the toes and then heel to touch. 1. Roll over the toes, heel to touch. 3, 4, and 5. Drop the heel back down, move from side to side. If you feel like you're tighter on one side, just spend a little bit more time. Press pause and just work into that ankle, because this is going to help release the full chain, the whole fascia line. And then take the feet back into your downward dog and bend the knees, straighten, heels to touch. You can lift the toes if you can. 2, don't worry about your back. It's just working through the feet here. 4, 5, try and hold it here, lifting the toes off of the floor, straightening the knees, all toes, even the baby toe, trying to lift off of the floor. And then come back down and take the right leg forward. Move again, tucking the chin in, get the knee over the toes as far as you can, and try and reach your body to the left side. And then move your body all the way to the right. Just getting deep into the ankle here. Move the body to the left and all the way to the right. 2 more. Left and right. Last one. Left and right. Take the foot back into your downward dog. Bend the knees to touch. Feel the difference from side to side. Lift the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Left leg in between the hands, back knee down to the ground. Try and get knees all the way over the toes and reach the hands to the right side of the room, getting through your Achilles tendon here. Move it to the other side and to the right. Walk the hands to the left, all the way to the right, all the way to the left. Last one, right and to the left. Come to all fours and tuck the back toes. Take knees to the floor, lift toes off of the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Walk the hands closer and try and work into your calves here. So you'll take your right leg on top of the left foot, and then I want you to bend and straighten the leg here. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Left foot over the right. Bend and straighten through the ankle and the knee, trying to keep the heel on the ground. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into your downward dog. Bend knees to touch and come into a nice straight downward dog. You'll start to feel it in the hamstrings and the calves now more than anything. 2 more. Last one. Tilt the tailbone to the sky. Slowly drop the knees down to the floor. Take the left leg out in front of you. You can have your pillow underneath your knee, your right knee. And lift the toes. Try, if you can, take your hand to your toes or take the band around your foot to try and bring your heel all the way up. Hold on to something. Then place the foot down and then bring it back. 1, 2, hips going backwards. 3, 4, 5, and hold. Try and bring your toes towards your shins. Make sure there's equal weight bearing through the heel and through the knee. And we're going to do it again without holding on to anything. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take the band away. Try go down as far as you can. Tuck the chin into the chest and try and get your head to touch your knee. 1. Roll your chin in, get the top of the head to touch the knee. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place the foot back down, bring it closer to you, get deep into that ankle. Move your body weight onto that foot as much as you can, even if your heel lifts slightly. And then come back. Take the other leg out straight. And then just try and get your hands to your knees or as close as you can to your foot. If you need the band, take the band around the foot and hold on to something close by and lift the toes. Keep that flexed foot as you move forward and back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it up. Try and reach the toes up towards the sky. Feel that deep sensation through the hamstrings. Equal weight bearing here. Now take your hand, if you're balancing, take it off and do the same thing. 1. Try use control. 2. If you need to use the balance, that's okay. 3, 4. Push the heel into the ground. Equal weight bearing through both the knee and the heel. Lift the toes to the sky and then take the band away. Drop the chin to the chest, hands onto either side if you can. Round through the back and try get the head to touch the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Belly button to spine. Last one. 5. Place the foot down. Bring it closer to you. And then get that knee all the way over the foot. And use your weight bearing to get through the ankle here. And then come back into a downward facing dog. Hold it here. Move the hips from side to side. Pushing weight into the left leg, then into the right. Feeling that deep sensation through the hamstrings, calves. Two more from side to side. Last one. Come up into standing. Have the cushion nearby, but off of the mat. Take your left leg forward, right leg behind you. Bend and straighten through the knee here. Chuck your chin into your chest. And then I want you to round your back, different to what I normally tell you to do. So get your top of your head to aim towards the floor. Keep your chin into your chest. And keep bending and straightening through the knee. Pull belly button to spine to round through your lower back. And then take the cushion to take the hands onto the cushion and drop the head in even more. Lean your body forward so that you're coming over your toes, and then lean your body back. Chin tucked in, rounded back, lean forward, lean back. 3 more. 2 and 1. Slowly bring the chin back to a neutral position and switch sides. Take the cushion to the other side, left foot back, right leg forward. Just bending and straightening through the leg here. Feeling the hamstrings, hips facing forwards. And then taking the hands down, chin tucking into your chest, rounding through your back this time. Trying to get the head to touch the knee. The hand is just close by on the cushion for support. 2 more. Last one, lean forward, keeping the chin tucked in, rounding through the back. Lean onto the toes and move back. 3 more. 2, round. And 1. Slowly come back onto your knees and then into a downward facing dog. Round through the back, coming into a plank position. If plank is hard for you, bring the knees down into a lady's push-up position. Squeeze shoulder blades together, tilt tailbone to sky, push the bum back towards your heels, round through your back and come into a downward facing dog. Round, coming forward into your plank position, taking the knees down if it's difficult, and then tilting the tailbone up towards the sky. Squeeze shoulder blades together, push the bum back by tilting the tailbone to the back of the room. Round through the back, come up into a downward dog and push forward into a plank position, bending the knees, taking the bum back towards the heels. 2 more like that. Round through the back, come to your downward dog and move into your plank position, taking the knees down to the ground, tilting the tailbone to the sky, squeeze shoulder blades, take the bum towards your heels. Last one, push to downward dog, round through the back, come into your plank, slowly bring the knees down, tilt the tailbone to the sky, come into a child's pose. Take deep breaths into the back here. And then slowly walk the hands up, bring your cushion underneath your stomach. And then take your head down to the floor. So take your head down to the floor, hands behind the head, elbows and knees touching, chin into the chest, and round through your back. Round through your lower back, pull belly button to spine. Tuck in your tailbone. Tuck in your chin. If you have a tight back, you'll feel a deep sensation through both sides of the spine, or one side more than the other. And then slowly come back up. Just lift the chin to the sky, nice and slowly. And then slowly bring it back down again. Control, don't push too hard. Elbows to the knees, chin tucked in. Round through your back, tuck in your tailbone. Round through your lower back, pull belly button to spine, chin to the chest. And then slowly come up, bringing the chin up towards the sky. And then come into all fours. Tuck chin in, round through the back, tuck in the tailbone, push the bum back towards the heels, keeping the lower back rounded. Tuck chin in, and then come forward and do the same thing again. Keep rounding through the back. We're just moving through the thoracolumbar fascia here. 3 more. Tuck the tailbone in. Keep your core active. 2 more. Last one. And then tilt the tailbone to the sky, squeeze shoulder blades together, lift the chin up towards the ceiling. And then come down onto your back. Pillow underneath the head, band around the foot. And you want to straighten the leg, even if it's over here. I want you to try and bring it up as far as you can. Just pulsing it back and forth. Pulling belly button to spine and rounding through the back this time. 3 more. 2, 1. Switch sides. Remember, just going as far as you can, but pulsing it to the point where you can't go further. Round in your lower back, belly button pulling to the spine, ribs down towards the hips as you pulse. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take both feet into the band or the towel, and then lift your lower back off of the floor. Bring it back down. Keep the legs straight as you do this, compressing the the thighs into your chest. Keep lifting the lower back off. Five more like this. Pull belly button to spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the band around your knees if you can't reach your knees, but if you can, take your hands around your knees, your elbows, and then take hands on to either elbow. Try and straighten the legs here and then bend them. 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you can, try take your hands to your feet here and just try and mobilize your lower back. Feeling a deep sensation in your lower back, your hamstrings. If you can't hold your feet, remember you can take it further back and just hold on to your knees. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the pillow away. Now be very careful with this one. Keep your head always facing up. And I want you to take your feet all the way over your head. So hands by your side. Lift the bum off of the floor, hands to the hips, and try and take your feet behind you. Tucking your chin into your chest, and then just trying to push the bum over your shoulders. Keep looking up towards the ceiling, don't look anywhere else. And then move your heels to the back of the room and forward, just pulsing here, keeping the chin tucked in, belly button to spine, lifting the hips over your shoulders. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it one step further if you can. Take your hands overhead to touch your feet here. And then you can try and slowly roll down through the spine, even if you have to bend through the knees, but control through the spine here. Get the bum to touch the floor, and then reach all the way back over using your core. Bum over your head, slowly rolling down, one vertebra at a time, pulling the belly button to your spine. And take it over. 3 more. Roll down, control through your core. 2 more. Reach it back. Control it down. Get the bum to touch. Last one. Tuck chin in. Roll down. One vertebra at a time. And then hug the knees into the chest. Come back up. And we're going to go into our post-assessment. So, you can stand up and do your forward fold. So pulling belly button to spine and just relaxing down. Try to lean forward over the toes so that the bum is over the heels. And see the difference from side to side. And then second option, you can have the pillow underneath your bum. Feet out in front of you. And just try and get your chin in and drop down as far as you can go. Option 3, hands to your feet, bringing it down, head down to your knees. Option 4, hands to the outside of the feet, elbows to the floor, head to your knees. Slowly come back up. And then turn over onto your stomach for the cool down. You can have your pillow underneath your stomach for this one. And just come into a cobra. So we've done a lot of forward folds, so your lower back, we need to reset it by going into extension. So just bending and straightening the elbows here to go into the lower back. And then take the elbows down, right leg behind you. Twist it open. Come back to center, left leg. Right. And left. Last one. Right. And left. Come back into your cobra, low cobra, or into an upward facing dog. And down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly come up. Well done for completing class 2. It is difficult with the fascia lines, but as soon as you open up into your feet and up into your head, you'll be able to stretch through the rest of the body a lot easier. I will see you at class 3.